Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today what I want to do is very different from what I normally do. Normally I dive into Digimon's past, but I think today I'm going to dive into my own past and just like how I got to like learn to draw. A lot of it is down to stuff to do with Digimon. Digimon's been a huge impact in my drawing. So I'll show you this sketchbook here. This sketchbook is actually from like 4 years ago. I've got a couple of Digimon drawings in here, and then I've got some that, because I haven't really drawn Digimon since then, so I'll show you some that I done from 4 years ago, and then some stuff I've been doing there for the last week or so. So quickly going over this, you can see I did start a Wargreymon based on Kenji's Wargreymon. I was trying to learn just like how he shades. I love how like he's very like, I don't know, his level of shading is just really cool. I just love how it's like, it's overall like blackness just kind of like just help kind of like shape the Digimon, give us some character and stuff. So I was trying to learn how he done it by literally mimicking what he's got. As you see, like I never finished it, but I had like the guides here to kind of give myself some perspective and stuff, and then I did start shading some of it because I don't know, I got bored and then obviously just left it there. Stepping away from that, trying to draw some stuff from my own self. Like I've got some Pokemon stuff here as well. Charmeleon, which I'm actually, I like that Charmeleon. I don't really draw Pokemon. I haven't drawn Pokemon or Digimon stuff since I was a kid before this. So this is like about good 10, 15, 20 years later even. Coming back to do this kind of stuff. And it's just like, it's kind of cool. Though obviously Charizard sucks. But Devimon, Patamon just looks kind of derpy. Just that looks, what is that? I have no clue. But then Devimon, it's okay. Could be an awful lot better. It's good, I think, for a first attempt, kind of. But I mean, nah. I hate it. I hate it. Like, what is this thing? It's supposed to be a nose. I was trying to like put like some shadow on, so it's like, because if I didn't, the head would be just like all black. So I needed to try and figure out how to do like light shading on darker colors. And I was like, that was what I came up with. I don't know. I don't know at all. Oh my god, a god awful Mickey Mouse and a Pikachu. I actually, before I done this, I done like, what was it, like 2 years doing graphic design, studying that stuff. Then obviously like kept on drawing or whatever. I've been drawing since I was a kid. I'm ashamed this is what I came up with for Mickey Mouse and Pikachu. It just sucks. But yeah, I try to get more into like anime kind of stuff. Again, because I wasn't happy with how I came around with my other stuff before, I tried to jump in and try to do more Kenji stuff. So I kind of like tried to mimic his Koromon. I don't know. My shapes and my perspectives and all are way off. Like, it doesn't look like Koromon. That's not the angle of the camera. That is literally just what I drew. It don't look right at all, really. It looks like it's way off. So I don't know. Not happy with that one. But it was literally just drawn from reference. So it's kind of like having the image over here somewhere and I'm drawing it over here. Trying to figure out like its shadows and perspectives and stuff like that. Then we've got, I came over here and I decided, hey, why don't I try and make my own OC? I literally, I wanted to make like a dragon, kind of generic dragon kind of thing. Clearly, I done the most generic stuff. As soon as it came to like designing a face for it, I was like, nah. I just gave up. I need to go back and kind of like do more OCs. I used to draw OCs as a kid. This is something I haven't really chased up at all, but I did try to do something here and it just really did not work out in my favor at all. But yeah, this is my sketchbook from this week. This is, I say this week, the last couple of sketches I've done, because I hadn't drawn in, I'd say, a good 2 to 3 years. It's been a while since I drew. So this is the sketchbook, my most recent one. I've got like 3 Digimon drawings in here, I want to say, that I'm going to show off and just kind of talk a little bit more about. I haven't drawn Digimon until like last week, I think it was, I started. But before that, it was a good 3 years. And even about 3 years since I started drawing. I stopped drawing completely a couple of years ago. Just life got busy or whatever, just hadn't found time. Just have a quick look at my Digimon stuff in here. I don't know, I was going to put this one to the last because I'm happiest with this one. But at the same time, it's like, I might as well just show them in order. So this is my Agumon that I drew. I drew this, you've probably seen it if you follow the channel, like with the community posts I've been putting up, or even social media that I've been on. But this is like an Agumon I drew. I tried to draw Kenji stuff again, but this time put my own spin on it. So like kind of like animating it, I suppose, like giving him a bit of meat in his mouth, kind of like changing the eyes up a little bit, the different angle for the head, moving things like he's in a different position and stuff, give him a little bit of an environment around him. I just practicing with some stuff like this just to see if I can kind of work on it a little bit and kind of like put a bit of myself into Kenji's artwork. To be honest, I'm very happy with this one, how it came out. Is it perfect? No, but I think being that I was away from Digimon for so long, came back to it, I'm very happy. Like this toenail here looks a little bit jank. I don't like this one, but I can always come back and fix it, but I probably won't, to be honest. Next I have XVmon. Now XVmon was started a few days ago. I literally just done some outlines for like literally back of the head, and then I gave up. I moved on to Tanamon, which I'll show you next, but this is kind of like what I finished last night. I came around to kind of like finished off the whole shape, kind of kind of like shaded it or whatever, added some detail and stuff. To be honest, I'm very happy with this one. It's got like a more cartoony style more than Kenji's style. It's kind of like branching off into that. Even though I did use Kenji's XVmon as reference and kind of like moved around a bit. Now to look at it, his shoulder might be a little bit too big, but then I don't know, his shoulders are fairly big anyways. The body probably could be doing a little bit thicker, but I don't know, these are just like little nitpicks I have for myself. But I am happy with this one. I like this one. Next one I want to show then is Tanamon. This is a series of drawings I want to do, but I'm gonna see if I can actually commit to it. I want to draw different scenes from Digimon World, the game, and then probably continue on to other games after that. This kind of like help me with my drawing skills and also have a little bit of fun while doing it. So obviously we know Tanamon in Digimon World is the one who supplies us with meat once a day. So this is literally just that scene. But I drew in like a bag of like meat because she always like gives us 3, even though she grows so much meat. She always gives us 3 and just like pockets the rest for herself. But yeah, I think as far as like criticisms for here, I did change the leaves for a more like almost realistic kind of like leaf than the torn ragged ones that Kenji kind of does on his stuff. That's just me trying to throw again a little bit of my own stuff in there. It's a little bit too thick here. I would have preferred to have drawn the stem from the bulb kind of go a little bit thinner, but yeah, no, I'm actually happy enough with it as it is anyways. For a quick kind of sketch, like a lot of the time this stuff takes me out in between like what 30 minutes to an hour to do a lot of this stuff. I think this one probably took me about 45 minutes. The XVmon altogether probably about 30 minutes. The Gammamon took me the longest. I think Gammamon was taking me to about nearly 2 hours, I'd say, to do it, just because of all the different like changing it up. I'll throw some stuff in there on the screen, but like all the different times I kind of like rearrange like how he was sitting, or I don't know, adding in guidelines, perspective and stuff like that. Yeah, no, this is just a video I thought it'd be fun just to post, just because it's something I've wanted to talk about on the channel, but wasn't sure like how to incorporate it to it, because I don't know, I draw a little bits of everything. Normally my sketches and stuff are a little bit more grim to this kind of stuff, but it's because this is more light-hearted. I figured this kind of could go on the channel, just belongs here. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you draw, please give me some pointers down the end. I might work on some of the stuff and see if I can remember anything from drawing class. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Bye bye.